Want to learn the ins and outs of Wattpad, a popular storytelling platform where users can post their original stories and read the works of others? We've got you covered. Hi, I'm Titania Jordan, Chief Parenting Officer at Bark, a parental controls company. Today, I'm going to walk you through Wattpad, a site with 90 million users, and how it works, explain why kids love it, and discuss some of the dangers it poses to its younger users. What is Wattpad? Does your child love writing super imaginative stories? Maybe they love fan fiction about characters from Harry Potter, anime, or Marvel. If so, they may be familiar with Wattpad. Founded in 2006, Wattpad is a website and an app that aims to build a community for people who love to read and write. Wattpad's terms of service state that users must be at least 13 to create an account. There's no age verification process, which means that kids younger than 13 can quickly and easily just adjust their birthday to meet the requirements. We'll talk more about age gating later. You can type in a keyword to search for content, or you can use the Browse feature and pick from a wide range of topics, from fanfiction and horror to werewolf stories and romance, and beyond. If you're interested in publishing your stories, you can do that too. Wattpad adds an air of legitimacy to the writing process, enabling the uploading of creative content in a stylish format so that others can find it easily. You can even design book covers to make it feel more realistic. Stories are voted on for quality, and users can see stats like the number of views, favorites, and more. Some of the most popular works have hundreds of thousands of views, which is no easy feat for a free, self-publishing website. Why Wattpad is so popular. The success of stories published on Wattpad goes far beyond just the usual social media accumulation of likes and views. For example, 17-year-old Beth Riekels earned a real-life book deal from her runaway Wattpad success of The Kissing Booth. Netflix purchased the rights shortly thereafter and made it into a popular film. It's easy to see how this could entice kids to spark their creativity and compose stories that could lead to fame and fortune. And while we can all probably agree that it's generally a good thing when kids want to take pen to paper, or in this case, thumb to screen, Wattpad has a dark side that parents need to know about. Mature content matter. One of the most popular genres on Wattpad is romance, which often leads to a rating of mature on the site. Stories tagged as mature are allowed to include explicit sex scenes, self-harm themes or scenes including suicide and eating disorders, graphic depictions of violence including, but not limited to, sexual, verbal, emotional, and physical abuse. Unfortunately, despite this rating system, no content on Wattpad is age-gated, which means kids of all ages can read these stories, whether they've fudged their age when registering or they're simply not logged in. When you take a deeper look into Wattpad's content guidelines for its users, it bans lots of potentially harmful subjects. But to sidestep the Wattpad restrictions, many writers and commenters will get around the rules by purposely misspelling or asterisking explicit words. Examples include segs instead of sex, horny with a 0 instead of horny with an O, unalive instead of dead. Plus, like any site with user-generated content, identifying and removing stories that violate the terms can take time, which means that they'll be up and able to be read for a while. When kids get in over their head. Some writers may use Wattpad to express dark and dysfunctional parts of their lives as a way to heal, but kids that stumble across these types of stories on Wattpad may not be emotionally prepared to handle the subject matter. One key danger is the glorification of predatory or incestual relationships, including student-teacher, daddy-daughter, or daddy-son situations. These stories can make kids think these types of relationships are okay, when in actuality, they're illegal and highly dangerous. Communication with strangers. It's important to remember that Wattpad is a social platform, so there's always a chance that strangers could open lines of communication with kids, both in DMs and in story comments. Because Wattpad is about showcasing writing skills, predators could use flattery and compliments as a way into kids' lives, making them feel special while putting them at ease. As a relationship builds, communication could jump to another platform, like texting or Snapchat. Even though kids 13 and older are allowed by Wattpad to create an account, this doesn't mean that it's appropriate for all kids. Talk with your child about their desire to use Wattpad, as well as your concerns and the dangers involved. At the end of the day, encouraging your kids to write can be a great thing, as long as they know they can always come to you if they find something that makes them feel uncomfortable online. We hope this video has helped you learn more about Wattpad and all of its features. Did you know that Bark has tons more app reviews just like this one? We break down the good, the bad, and the potentially dangerous about all of your kids' favorite platforms. Visit www.bark.us/app-reviews to learn more.